Hello and welcome to Sound Production and Advice. Today we are going to be looking at the Pultec EQ Low End Trick. So what we have in front of us today is a sort of multi-track drums. They're recorded absolutely brilliantly. Let's have a quick listen to them. Okay, now as you can hear, they're completely raw, they haven't got any processing on at all. But what we're going to do is we've got two kick drum channels, a kick drum in and a kick drum out. Now what we're going to be using is a kick drum in for today's demonstration. So we're going to go to our EQ section, our FX inserts, go to EQ, Vintage EQ, and then Vintage EQ, which gives us Logic's stock version of a Pultec emulation. Now then, what some people find confusing is what you'll see here. You'll see a low boost and a low attenuation. Attenuation is a fancy word for turning something down or cutting something. The three areas we're going to be interested in are the low, boost, attenuate, and the frequency. Now for kick drums on live drums, generally around about 60 Hz would be a good place to start. So what we'll do to start with, we'll turn all those down, turn the EQ on, make sure we haven't got anything crazy going on the drive. So here we are without the EQ. And we're going to be listening to the kick drums about how they increase in low end. And let's start boosting the low end to start with. Take that to 60. Okay, that's starting to sound better. Okay, now let's start bringing in the attenuation. And right about there seems about right to me. So let's do an A-B with and without. Now then, I hope that you can hear that is night and day just with doing that. Yes, there is an increase in volume, which, as you all know, louder will sound better. But nonetheless, and undeniably, and we can show that with a graphical representation underneath, we are indeed doing an awful lot to that low end. You can see the curve dropping quite dramatically when the EQ is disengaged. And then when we engage it, you'll see a quite drastic increase. As you can see here, I've set up the three bands at 60, 120 and 240. Well, why 120 and 240? Well, it's to do with octaves. So if we're playing with a 60 Hertz frequency range, then double 60 is 120, double 20 is 240. It's a quick rule of thumb to help you think of octaves when it comes to frequencies. Right, that is it. Thank you very much for watching, and I look forward to seeing you in the next one. Take care of yourself.